Have you ever looked in the mirror and wondered about the faces of your ancestors? Who were they? Where did they come from? Today we have a powerful tool to help us unravel this mystery, our own saliva. Hidden within our saliva is a molecule called DNA, a blueprint of our genetic makeup. By analyzing our saliva, we can unlock these secrets and embark on a fascinating journey of self-discovery. Get ready to embark on an exciting adventure through your own genetic history. Imagine DNA as a long, twisted ladder. Each rung of this ladder is made up of pairs of chemical building blocks known as bases. The specific order of these bases, known as our DNA sequence, is what makes each of us unique. By analyzing specific regions of our DNA, scientists can identify patterns and variations that are characteristic of different populations around the world. These variations, known as genetic markers, act like signposts, pointing to our ancestral origins. Think of your DNA as a personal time capsule, carrying within it the stories of your ancestors' migrations, adaptations, and interactions with other populations. By analyzing your saliva, scientists can trace these journeys, revealing the paths your ancestors took across the globe. DNA ancestry testing can also shed light on your genetic admixture, the mixing of different ancestral lineages over time. Your DNA might reveal a rich tapestry of ancestry, reflecting the contributions of multiple populations to your genetic makeup. Through this journey through your genes, you'll gain a deeper understanding of your place in the grand narrative of human history. Our journey into the past begins with a simple act: providing a saliva sample. Companies specializing in DNA ancestry testing provide home kits that make the process convenient and user-friendly. You'll be asked to spit into the tube until the saliva reaches a designated line. Once you've provided enough saliva, you simply seal the tube tightly and send it off to the company's laboratory for analysis. And just like that, you've taken the first step towards unlocking the secrets hidden within your genes. Now that your saliva sample has arrived at the lab, it's time for the real magic to begin: DNA extraction. This process involves isolating your DNA from the other substances in your saliva, such as cells and enzymes. The scientists use a series of chemical reactions to break open the cells in your saliva and release the DNA they contain. Once the DNA is released, it needs to be separated from the other cellular components. The isolated DNA is then transferred to a clean tube, ready for the next stage of analysis. Picture a long twisted ladder, its rungs composed of billions of chemical building blocks. This is the iconic double helix structure of DNA, a molecule so small that it's invisible to the naked eye, yet capable of holding the secrets of our ancestry. Each rung of the DNA ladder is formed by two chemical bases paired together in a specific arrangement. Adenine always pairs with thymine, and guanine always pairs with cytosine. By analyzing these variations in your DNA, scientists can piece together your unique ancestral puzzle. Think of it like comparing your DNA to a vast library of genetic information, searching for similarities and differences that reveal your connections to populations around the world. Imagine your DNA as a vast library, each chromosome a chapter filled with stories of your ancestors. Autosomal DNA analysis is like reading across all these chapters, capturing a broad view of your ancestral makeup. By comparing your autosomal DNA to reference databases, scientists can estimate your ethnicity percentages and identify potential relatives who share similar DNA segments. Think of these DNA segments like puzzle pieces passed down through generations. Autosomal DNA analysis can reveal connections to distant cousins you never knew you had, expanding your family tree and uncovering hidden branches in your ancestry. Within our cells, there's a tiny but mighty structure called the mitochondria, often referred to as the powerhouse of the cell. This mitochondrial DNA, or mtDNA, is passed down exclusively from mother to child, creating an unbroken genetic link to our maternal ancestors. Mitochondrial DNA analysis allows us to trace our maternal lineage, following the footsteps of our mothers, grandmothers, great-grandmothers, and so on, back through time. Because mtDNA mutates at a relatively slow rate, it's particularly useful for tracing ancient ancestry. Scientists have used mtDNA analysis to map out major human migration routes, tracing our origins back to Africa and revealing how different populations dispersed and diversified across the globe. Just as mitochondrial DNA allows us to trace our maternal lineage, the Y chromosome provides a unique window into our paternal ancestry. This chromosome, present only in males, is passed down from father to son, carrying with it a genetic record of our paternal line. Y-Chromosome Analysis focuses on specific markers on this chromosome, tracking their variations and mutations over generations. By comparing these markers to reference databases, scientists can determine an individual's paternal haplogroup, a genetic group that shares a common ancestor. Y-chromosome analysis can trace these lineages back through time, revealing the ancient migrations and movements of our paternal ancestors. Imagine holding a key that can unlock doors to your past, revealing hidden stories and connections you never knew existed. Saliva-based ancestry testing offers just that. A treasure trove of insights into our heritage, accessible with a simple swab. It's non-invasive, convenient, and surprisingly affordable, making it easier than ever to embark on a journey of self-discovery. With a saliva sample, you can unlock a wealth of information about your ancestral origins, ethnicity percentages, and even potential living relatives you never knew you had. The process is straightforward, involving a simple saliva collection that eliminates the need for needles or blood draws. While saliva-based ancestry testing offers a captivating glimpse into our past, it's important to approach this technology with a balanced perspective. One limitation lies in the nature of DNA databases, which, while vast and ever-growing, still represent a limited snapshot of global genetic diversity. It's crucial to remember that our genetic makeup is a complex tapestry woven from countless ancestral threads, and current technology may not capture the full richness of this intricate history. Uncovering unexpected or surprising ancestry information can evoke a range of emotions, from joy and excitement to confusion and even distress. Ethical concerns also arise regarding data privacy and the potential for misuse of genetic information. The Section 3, Unveiling the Past, Shaping the Future, the Impact of Ancestry Testing. Saliva-based ancestry testing has ignited a global fascination with genealogy, sparking countless conversations about heritage and identity. Imagine a world where strangers discover they are distant cousins, united by shared ancestors. Ancestry testing fosters a sense of global kinship, challenging traditional notions of race and ethnicity. It reveals the fluidity of human history, highlighting migrations and adaptations that have shaped our species. This knowledge holds immense potential for developing targeted medical treatments and understanding human diversity. Saliva-based ancestry testing offers a glimpse into the vast tapestry of human history, reminding us of our shared origins. Section 1. Early Explorations, the Genesis of Genetic Genealogy. Our fascination with ancestry is as old as humanity itself. For centuries, we've passed down stories through generations, piecing together family trees through oral histories and written records. But the quest to unravel our genetic roots, to peer into the very DNA that connects us to our ancestors, is a relatively recent pursuit. The story of DNA ancestry testing begins not in high-tech labs, but with the humble blood group. In the early 20th century, the discovery of blood groups, like the ABO system, provided the first glimpse into the hereditary nature of our blood. Scientists realized that these blood types were passed down from parents to children, following predictable patterns of inheritance. While not sophisticated enough to reveal detailed ancestry information, blood groups offered a tantalizing hint that our blood held clues to our past. As the field of genetics blossomed, researchers began exploring other inherited traits, seeking markers that could shed light on human origins and migrations. One such marker, the Rh factor, discovered in the 1940s, further fueled this pursuit. Scientists observed variations in the Rh factor among different populations, suggesting a link between blood types and geographic ancestry. These early explorations, though rudimentary by today's standards, laid the groundwork for the development of more sophisticated genetic ancestry tests. They demonstrated that our blood, far from being a homogeneous fluid, contained a hidden language of inheritance, a code that, if deciphered, could unlock secrets of our past. A revolution in ancestry. From blood groups to biobanks, DNA technology transformed ancestry testing. In 1953, Watson and Crick unveiled DNA's double helix. This discovery revolutionized genetics. Early DNA analysis was laborious and expensive. Advances made it faster and affordable. Direct-to-consumer testing emerged in the late 1990s. Biobanks collected vast genetic data. Scientists now compare DNA samples and refine ancestry estimations. Tracing ancestry through saliva is now a reality, empowering journeys of self-discovery. A quest for belonging, the human drive to uncover our roots. Why this insatiable curiosity about our ancestors? Our ancestors are the architects of our identity, their stories woven into the very fabric of who we are. They provide a sense of continuity, a link to something larger than ourselves. DNA ancestry testing offers a tangible link to the past, a scientific validation of our ancestral stories. A future illuminated DNA ancestry. Testing in the 21st century and beyond. DNA ancestry testing is revolutionizing our understanding of the past and future. Our genetic information empowers us to make informed decisions about health and relationships. The possibilities are transforming healthcare, genealogy, and social networking. DNA testing plays a pivotal role in personalized medicine. Identifying genetic predispositions helps mitigate risks through lifestyle changes and treatments. Imagine proactive healthcare guided by our DNA. Genealogy is experiencing a renaissance thanks to DNA technology. Expanding databases uncover detailed information about our ancestors. Family trees become dynamic networks, evolving with new discoveries. DNA testing fosters a more interconnected and compassionate world. It challenges traditional notions of race, ethnicity, and national identity. Imagine a future where genetics transcends boundaries, fostering global kinship. The threads that connect us. Saliva-based DNA ancestry testing reveals profound connections. From a simple saliva sample to unraveling our DNA, we uncover hidden histories. The science, history, and human stories make this field captivating. Remember the wonder of seeing your ancestry results, discovering unexpected connections to distant lands. Our identities are intricate tapestries woven from countless ancestral threads. Each thread represents a journey, a story of migration and adaptation. This understanding transcends borders, fostering global kinship. We are all part of one human family, interconnected by shared history. Beyond borders and boundaries. Imagine a world where our understanding of genetics guides us toward a more compassionate and equitable future. DNA ancestry testing, with its ability to illuminate the shared history of humanity, has the potential to dismantle the artificial constructs of race and ethnicity, revealing the fluidity and interconnectedness of human populations. For centuries, societies have clung to rigid definitions of race and ethnicity, often using these categories to justify discrimination and inequality. DNA ancestry testing challenges these outdated notions, demonstrating that race is a social construct, not a biological reality. Our genetic makeup reveals a complex tapestry of ancestry, with most individuals carrying traces of multiple populations within their DNA. This knowledge has profound implications for how we view ourselves and each other. It underscores the arbitrary nature of racial categories and challenges us to embrace a more inclusive understanding of human diversity. By recognizing the fluidity of human populations and the interconnectedness of our genetic heritage, we can begin to dismantle the prejudices and biases that have plagued humanity for far too long. Imagine a world where our differences are celebrated, not feared, where our shared ancestry serves as a bridge to understanding and cooperation. DNA ancestry testing, by illuminating the common threads that bind us together, can help pave the way toward this more just and equitable future. A journey without end. As we conclude our exploration, it's essential to remember that the journey of self-discovery through DNA ancestry testing is just that, a journey. It's not about finding definitive answers or neatly categorizing our identities. Rather, it's about embracing the complexities of our heritage, the unexpected connections, and the ever-evolving story of who we are. The field of genetics is constantly evolving, with new discoveries and advancements emerging all the time. As databases expand, algorithms improve, and our understanding of the human genome deepens, we can expect even more nuanced and insightful ancestry information to come to light. Embrace the unknown, the surprises that await as you delve deeper into your genetic heritage. Connect with distant relatives, share stories, and celebrate the rich tapestry of human history that has culminated in your existence. And remember, the most important discovery you make on this journey is not necessarily about where you come from, but rather who you choose to be in light of that knowledge. Use this understanding of your past to shape a future filled with purpose, compassion, and a deep appreciation for the interconnectedness of all life on Earth.